This week we'll be talking about making sure your goals are ethically sound, different forms of plagiarism, and how to use those sources in an ethical way. And I'm also going to give you a few tips at the end about speaking online. So first of all, you need to make sure that you have the best interest of your audience in mind, and that you are saying what is true and honest to the best of your ability and knowledge. That is not always the case when you are listening to speakers, so you have to be educated and ask yourself what their motives are. And when you're listening, and then, of course, when you're presenting, make sure your goals are ethically sound. There are also different types of plagiarism that I want to make sure that you know. I know sometimes you just really want to use the material that we've told you to use, but how do you use that in the most effective and ethical way? Your textbook lists global, patchwork, and incremental plagiarism. So global is, again, simply using the entire text. That's what you're used to or familiar with when you hear of plagiarism. But there's also patchwork, which is using from 2 to 3 sources and kind of patching it in, as the name suggests. And then incremental, where you're just failing to give credit at different times during the speech. I also wanted to mention from last week's lesson ethnocentrism. That is when you feel like you are superior or you don't take into consideration the diversity of your audience. And I did want to highlight that because you may see it on a test somewhere. The reason why we talk about something like that in this class is because you need to think about your audience and that they are diverse. And so you need to speak to them in such a manner that you are respecting their differences when you speak. Lastly, I wanted to give you a few tips for speaking online. I need to see at least half of your body when you are to record a speech, because I need to see your hands. And you'll need note cards, except for the manuscript speech, which you use an actual manuscript. You'll need note cards, and I need to be able to see the note cards in your hand.